Okay, it's that dreaded time of year again, the annual away day. We need to discuss.
Oh, must we? Everyone hates them anyway.
Well, thank you, Sophia. The suggestion is a country hotel just outside Bath.
Bath?
I thought it was being scrapped after what happened last year.
Well, that was the feeling, but I decided that everyone needs a bit of a getaway after all their hard work.
And what if we don't want a little getaway? No offence, but I'd rather socialise with my friends and the people I work with.
Well, thank you very much.
It's not just a social. I believe there's an inspirational coach coming over from Iceland. Isn't that right, Matt?
Oh no, it's getting worse.
Yes, his name is Daniel Stigurdsson. He's from Reykjavik, and his session is entitled Finding Your Own Truth Through the Business Wilderness. After that, we have a short Q&A with the hotel chef. He's going to be talking to us a little bit about the latest food trends in the restaurant business. Following that, we will have a competition for archery in the hotel grounds.
Ah, now is that where we get to use the inspirational speaker as target practice?
What does everyone think of the plan so far? Yes? No?
Whatever.
Well, I'll take that as a yes. Carry on, Matt.
So moving on into the afternoon.
Sorry, how long is this going to go on for? I'll tell you now, nobody will want to get back too late.
Yeah, why can't we have something closer to London?
Can I finish, please? Thank you. So, as I was saying, moving on, we have a wine tasting session with a legendary Bath vintner in the afternoon. His name is Harold Pepys.
Hello? Diversity issue. Rosie doesn't drink. Tell them, Rosie, you don't drink, do you?
Look, I don't mind if everyone wants
What
to
do
have
you
wine.
mean you don't mind? I'm sorry, Matteo, it's a really bad idea.
Well, if the wine tasting's off, how about a shopping trip to Bath?
Hey, now you're talking.
Purely in the name of market research.
I'm sorry, but why is everyone being so negative? I mean, Matteo's put together a day for us all to consider, and all you can do is interrupt him, criticise every idea he has, make stupid suggestions. It's pathetic. And just for the record, I do enjoy the odd glass of wine.
Do you agree with Rosie's comments at the end? I felt the discussion was badly facilitated and lacked structure from the start, moving across a variety of issues without any being properly discussed. Contributions were critical rather than proactive, and several counter-arguments such as everyone hates them anyway and nobody will want to get back late were just claims without supporting evidence. The language used by the team was unfriendly and negative with constant interruptions and assumptions. Discussion can be robust, but should also be respectful. To keep the discussion flowing, it's also important that everyone plays their part in maintaining a productive structure. Good listening, as well as good contributions, make for healthy and balanced debate. How might this topic have been explored more productively? Let's go again and see how a group discussion with positive language and attitudes can move towards a more productive outcome. Okay, turning to the company away day. I know that Matthew's come up with some options based on the questionnaire, so perhaps we can begin with that. Over to you, Matt.
Thank you, Amanda. Yes, so last year's away day mostly received a negative response, so we were very keen to see what people wanted this year. And the consensus was that an away day in a country hotel, similar to when we went to a few years ago, was the best option.
Sorry to interrupt, Matteo, but would this involve an overnight stay?
Yes, for the hotel we've got in mind, it would. It would involve a dinner and reception also.
I think that sounds great, but on the other hand, I know some people with school runs found it tricky last time.
Matthew, perhaps we should just go back and check this out.
Good idea. If an overnight stay is actually a problem, then we can always try to find something closer to London and give people the option to arrive on the day.
Okay, great. Well, let's bring this back to the next meeting.
Of course, yeah, no problem. Yes, the next point to discuss is the programme itself. What do people think of an inspirational speaker in the morning?
Well, some people may think the opposite, but I've never found them to be very inspirational.
Well, I guess it depends on who they are and what they're talking about.
Well, his name is Daniel Sigurdsson, he's from Reykjavik, and his session is entitled Finding Your Own Truth Through the Business Wilderness.
Sounds quite generic. Well, I believe a food and drink related speaker would be much better. I think my team would respond more to someone talking about our industry rather than a more general business guru. What does everyone else think?
I agree, but that's quite a specific brief. Finding the right person at short notice could be tricky.
I'll give it a go and I'll get back to you on that. Although our next guest is industry specific. His name is Harold Peeps and he is a local legend in Bath apparently, a vintner. He does a lot of wine tasting sessions with companies and it should be a great deal of fun for the end of the day.
I think it's a really good idea. However, my one concern would be how inclusive it is for non-drinkers.
Rosie, you don't drink. What do you think of this idea?
Well, I don't have a problem because it's related to my job. In fact, we could ask for some non-alcoholic cocktails. It'd be good to find out more about them.
It's a great idea. Let's get in touch with the hotel and see what they can come up with. The group discussion is now on a sound footing, with a much better structure and positive contributions backed up with evidence and reflection. So what's brought about this change? As well as better listening, the linking language being used helped the discussion to flow. Phrases such as, perhaps we can begin, and the next point to discuss is, moved the conversation forward. Responses such as, good idea and I agree, supported others' contributions and helped create a team atmosphere. Interruptions were being made politely and kept to a minimum. This allowed everyone the time and space to make their own contribution.